8.7 assists. Both should lead Division I, making him the first player to lead in both since assists became official. That was in '85. Stephen A., should he leave school now?
Yes, he should. He should leave school now because I think if he doesn't, his stock will drop. Do you anticipate that he'll average 27 again next season? I don't. Do you think that he'll have a slew of 40-point games and he's just tearing college basketball up? I'm not sure that's the case. He's slight in figure. He does not look 6'1", 6'2", like they try to say that he is. I've never stood next to him, Coach, so I'll defer to you and your judgment or what have you. But he doesn't look to be, he looks to be tiny out there on that basketball court. He's got skills. He can play. In no way am I trying to imply that this kid is overrated. I don't think that's the case. He can shoot the basketball. He's got a nice enough handle. He's got good court vision, can pass the ball or whatever. But when they put some body on him, when they put an elbow on him, and they get physical with him, it seems to thwart him a little bit. Sometimes some of his decision-making, while I was doing my radio show yesterday, I'm watching the game against Rhode Island. On a couple of plays, Coach, this dude stepped past half court and pulled up. Missed both shots. They were ill-advised shots, but, I mean, he's not Steph Curry, even though some people try to make him feel like he is. I like the kid Sexton at Alabama better. I like this kid, Gary Trent Jr. at Duke, better. I'm not saying that Trae Young cannot play. I know he can play, mad respect for him, but I'm not sold on him to the degree that other people are. And while the hype is there for him, I think he should capitalize on it and take everything that he can now, because the longer he waits, the more he'll be dissected. And as a result, you'll find different parts of his game you might not like on the next level. And as a result, I think it could potentially hurt his stock. You want to go while it's the iron, you want to strike while the iron's hot? It is now.
He's gone. He's going to go to the NBA. He's actually going to be terrific in the NBA because the floor is more open. He's going to be playing with better finishers and scorers. He has incredible vision. He advanced passes the ball up the floor as well as any guard in college basketball in a long time. Jason Kidd-esque in a lot of ways. The shots from the logo are an absolute joke. Those are bad shots. You might make some of them. Those are bad shots. Those are turnovers waiting to happen. Those are team losers. And what I mean by that is you shoot those shots, you lose the other four guys on your team because you know what? There's 25 seconds left on the shot clock usually when he shoots that. But he has a great feel for the game. He's got all different types of runners. He can create separation, and he has great vision. Now, physically, the Big 12 wore him down. So if the Big 12 wears you down, obviously the NBA and playing that schedule, 82 games, sometimes 100 games with preseason and playoffs, that's going to wear him down also. He's got to go. He'll be a lottery pick. He'll be on a team where he'll have the ball in his hands. He's going to make others better. He's going to be a good pro. Steph Curry, let's pump the brakes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Steph Curry wasn't always Steph Curry, and I disagree. I don't think he necessarily will be a good pro if he comes out now. Here's the number one argument for him to come out now. There's money on the table. You can have life-changing, maybe generational-changing money if you take it. If it were me, I'd take it. I understand the temptation. But we're not talking about whether any of us would be able to resist the money. We're talking about the big picture, what would be best. And I don't think he should come out yet. Now, here's a problem with the NCAA, guys. Really, what he should be able to do is take out an insurance policy.
He can.
Right?
He can
I mean,
do that.
like
He can
an
do
insurance
that.
policy for $5 or $10 million. How's he get the money?
He does. The school pays
That's
for it.
expensive, right?
The school can take out an insurance policy on you, Max.
Well, excuse me for interrupting, Coach, but Max, with all due respect, I don't care about that. I want to know why you think he should not. Why you think he should stay in school? Why do you believe he should stay in school?
Right. That's number one. Now, why should he actually stay? The affirmative case, why he should stay. Because he does make questionable decisions still. Because he's not likely as good as he will eventually be.
He can't get better in the NBA?
At Steph Curry.
He can't improve in the NBA, Max? He doesn't have time limitations in terms of practice and coaching and film. He doesn't have any other distractions. When you go to the league, all you do is working on your game.
No, Coach. The history of sports has shown us, team sports has shown us that by and large, it is harder to develop when you are thrown to the wolves, when you're in over your head, than when you're given time to compete against people at your own level or maybe slightly above. So they push you to get better. That's the way prospects are generally developed best in every sport. Baseball, football,
not in the game of
too.
basketball. Maxey, come on now. These guys that are going out and developing their games, the great thing about the NBA, they got terrific coaches. He will not be a G League guy. He'll be able to practice every single day, work on his game, work with coaches before and after. There won't be a 20-hour limitation. He'll be just fine at the next level.
How would Kyle Kuzma have been? How would Kyle Kuzma have been
he came out
had he went right to the NBA after his freshman year?
Wait a second. His freshman year wasn't the same year that Trae Young had. Trae Young was... Look, the guy is a terrific player that got beat up towards the end of the year against game planning and terrific guards in the Big 12. But you know what? He's going to be playing with dudes. So now when he's getting in the lane and pitching it, those guys are making shots. Now when he's advanced passing, the guys are finishing. When he comes off a ball screen and drags two, they're going to make two passes and someone's going to be wide open. His game is fine. His body might not be, but his game is fine. Maxey, I love you.
How would Steph Curry have been had he come out after his freshman year?
I think the same thing. It would have been a little bit of a process, but he could have translated, no problem. Look, that's the culture of our game right now, Max. That's the way it is today.
Coach, I completely agree with you. I just think he has to strike while the iron's hot, but he clearly can develop in the NBA. But don't be frustrated, Coach. I sit here every day trying to teach Max about the game of basketball.
It's a work in progress.
You know what? Let me tell you what's going to happen. Hold on. Let me.
Yes, Maxey,
Molly,
go ahead.
Let me tell everyone what's going to happen. Trae Young comes out instead of developing more.
Okay.
Because he comes out early, there's a development process. It takes a year or two before he's the player that people are expecting because of where he's drafted. Stephen A. Smith is on TV saying, I don't see the aggression. He's not, for the number 7 or whatever his overall pick, et cetera, et cetera.
Coach, he's saying that about me because of what I say about Lonzo Ball. But evidently, Max doesn't watch enough basketball because the fact of the matter is that I have every right to look at Lonzo Ball as the number 2 overall pick for Showtime, drafted by the greatest point guard in the history of basketball, who was the architect and orchestrator of Showtime, and have a level of expectation.
So you'll be
Max
patient
wants to
with
throw
Trae
all of that
Young?
out. I promise you I won't be saying about you. Hold on. I promise you I won't be saying Trae Young ain't aggressive. I have no concerns about that.
I worry about
Zero.
Max's evaluation process, though, because I see Max evaluating Tom Brady, saying 2 years ago he was done. The guy's still throwing passes. Come on, Max.
No, I said 18 months, Coach.
Come on.
I said 18 months, Coach. And I know you're not talking to me about evaluation process.
Throw a little Steph Curry at me, why don't you?
All right.
I didn't say anything. I
take ownership, Max.
I love it. He's looking to become just the 3rd lottery pick out of Oklahoma, joining Blake Griffin and Buddy Hield. He may be young, Coach, but he's ready, according to you and Stephen A. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Always fun with this guy. He's trouble. Coming up, LeBron got the world's attention last night with this dunk, but his team still couldn't get the win.